Hello, the name is Daman Devsood, your host for my weekly show, My Top Tips, every Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. IST. I'm inching towards making a century of these shows. The discussion today is about third-party risk management. I'm inviting you to this experiment, to this talk. Pick which ostrich would you like to be? And the question you may have in mind is, so Daman, what are the options? On the left-hand side, Ostrich, the famous one, when it comes to risk management, or a better one on the right-hand side. When organizations overlook third-party risks, it is like an ostrich hiding its head in the sand, hoping the danger will pass. But risks do not disappear just because we ignore them. They grow silently, waiting to erupt when least expected. A similar analogy is from that story of the cat and the pigeon. No scientific facts behind that, perhaps, but in the story, as the story goes, when the pigeon sees a cat in front of him, it closes the eyes as if there is no risk. But for the cat, it becomes very easy to jump upon and eat the pigeon. That's the biggest risk with respect to TPRM, third party risks also that we all organizations have. But what can go wrong with third parties? And the answer is almost all. Anything and everything that can happen to you can happen to your third parties also. Look at your risk register, look at your universe of risks, and believe or ask questions to your third parties. What are their arrangements with respect to them, or if there is any difference? Managing third party risk is not just a checkbox activity, or should not be just a checkbox activity. It's not over as soon as you have onboarded a third party. It is a specialized competence, one that many organizations may not have in house. From data breaches to supply chain disruptions, all possible risks. We see on the left-hand side, your risk cloud could be bigger than this. The consequences of neglecting these risks can be catastrophic. Few third-party failures that come to mind. These are the recent ones. CrowdStrike last year. The big ones, all the big ones, almost all the big ones have failed. So no one is immune, like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, even ChatGPT. In these examples, currently perhaps ChatGPT has the least dependency on, means the organizations have least dependency on ChatGPT compared to other four. All these are global third parties for global organizations. I would like to give you a tongue twister also to resolve it. You may say it's a riddle. Resolve it, please. How big is big enough for the big ones? Go back to your risk registers, go back to your VC plans. What are your critical vendors or third parties? Almost all of us would have these names, as we see on this screen, as identified being critical vendors, critical third parties. The question is, are you a critical customer for them in their VC plans? How big is big enough for the big ones? We need to go deep into this. It's a big effort required. And once again, I'm repeating, the organizations may not have these capabilities or competence in-house. Third-party failures can cost companies as much as $1 billion per incident. This is according to a recent Deloitte report. There are some other drivers also. I'm saying what frameworks and or standards are asking, talking, mandating about TPRM, third party risk management, starting from ISO 31000-2018, which is a standard for risk management and it's applicable globally. OSO framework for risk management, once again, applicable globally, while NIST cybersecurity framework, mainly for US, but it's being used, can be used by any company anywhere. ISO 22301-2019, which is the standard for business continuity management and is global. Similarly, ISO 27001, the global standard for information security management system. Moving from standards to frameworks, guidelines, and guidance, BCBS principles for operational resilience, applicable globally to financial industry, Federal Reserve System for USA, DORA, which is Digital Operational Risk Act for the EU. Bank of England Operational Resilience Policy mandate applicable to UK financial industry. Central Bank of Ireland cross-industry guidance on operational resilience for financial industry in Ireland. Reserve Bank of India guidance note on operational risk management and operational resilience for the financial industry in India. Moving to Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore, Dubai. So about 20 plus mandates, guidance, standards across globe, different countries. Some of these may be applicable to a state in a country, as we see number 16, California Consumer Privacy Act. Applicability is within California. This is the big question that we need to ask ourselves. Do we have competencies in-house? Main reason that the organizations behave like ostrich in the desert, because they do not have the competencies. So this is the biggest question. This is the biggest risk. The moment we talk of third-party risk management or any risk management, by the way. So my suggested approach as we come towards the end of the talk, what shall we do? The steps, according to me, please do not hesitate to include the external help, the consultants. Outsource, if required, to a consultancy, collaborate with them. This, once again, is a risk that some organizations, when they outsource, they feel it's over from their side. But please always take this to be a collaborative activity. Consultant has the competency, but internally, your organization knows it better than the consultant. So guided by the consultant, assisted by the consultant, but working in collaboration with your organization, and then strengthen your third-party risk management, operational resilience. What resources are available? My book, 10th book, My Experiment with Third-Party Risk Management. I've gone deep into all these discussions. Specialist level course, I'm developing this 3 days course, should be available in a month. And 3 tools to make it easy for you. Explained very well in the book also. Book is available globally. Third-party materiality assessment, third-party substitutivity assessment, and third-party KPIs evaluation. Rare to find these in any other book, literature, article. Literature, article, blogs will not be able to do justice to the topic, and that's why I have gone deep to write one full book on this. Please Stay in touch. Ask me if you need to. The first step is by moving from that ostrich which was hiding its head in the sand in the desert, corporate desert, to moving with your head up, leading the journey towards excellence through resilience, through third party risk management. Please get in touch with me. Ask me to do it for you. I offer free initial assessment also. But the first step is to write NDA with me. I'm going to be third party. The moment you start talking to me, I become an insider risk to you. Ask me to sign the NDA and take this step forward. We can walk together. I'll be happy to do this for you. If you have any questions about today's talk, which was about third party risk management, becoming from that head down ostrich to head up ostrich, or about resilience as a whole, please feel free to write to me and I'll be happy to respond. Logging off, Daman Dev Sood, your host for my weekly show, My Top Tips, every Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. IST. And I look forward to seeing you every Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I may take a break due to a wedding in the family, but I will continue on this journey. I'm looking forward to making the century soon. Bye bye.